An elderly American-Korean War veteran has been detained in North Korea for more than a month. And according to a Weibo post that cites the Huffington Post, the 85-year-old Merrill Newman's family members were given the good news by the State Department that Newman was staying at the Pyongyang Hotel in good health and being treated well. Newman had entered North Korea through China along with a traveling companion, but upon his flight out of the country, members of the North Korean military took him off the plane and accused him of hostile acts against the state during his visit. The North Korean authorities also released a video showing the 85-year-old reading an apology that was dated to November 9th. It's been suggested that the written apology was prepared by North Korean authorities since it was peppered with grammatical errors, and the contents of which talked about Newman's crimes against the North Korean government and the Korean people. It's unknown when he'll be released, but according to a professor of North Korea studies at Korea University in Seoul, the apology can be seen as a step closer to Newman's release. And now let's take a look at what Chinese Weibo users had to say about this story.
It looks like this senior citizen made the wrong choice for a vacation. I don't understand why a Korean War veteran that fought for the South would want to visit the North. Is he unaware of the political situation in North Korea? A country that is a hooligan kidnapped a citizen of the world's biggest superpower. I think they just want a ransom. It's pretty obvious that the confessions were forced upon him by his captors. What is the point in making him read the apology? Does North Korea think that the world would believe it? North Korea still lives half a century in the past. If this veteran was only a low-level grunt during the Korean War, why would they make such a big fuss over him? I think there is a hidden story here that hasn't yet been revealed. I'm surprised that the United States government hasn't done more for his release. I think perhaps this war veteran is guilty of some misdeeds during the war.
North Korea is extremely sensitive about criticism, which their government sees as attempts at overthrowing their regime. And since 2009, 6 Americans have been detained in the country, including 2 journalists accused of trespassing and some others accused of spreading Christianity. Kenneth Bae, a Korean-American missionary and tour operator, has been detained for more than a year. However, despite warnings from the State Department against traveling to North Korea, citing risks of arbitrary detention, tourism to the country is picking up. Chinese travelers make up the biggest group of visitors to North Korea, with nostalgia tours being quite popular amongst some senior citizens. Many Chinese retirees commented that modern North Korea is very much like China in the 60s and 70s, and some of them find that it reminds them of their childhood. Americans, too, are traveling to North Korea each year, mostly for the novelty of seeing the most closed society in the world, one that few outsiders get to visit.